What are these? Ah. This real fast. Crazy. Get a quick thumbnail uploaded. What's up, Ludorev? Hope everybody good. What's up, Beans? Welcome in. Okay. I think that's all set up for us. Perfect. Yeah, Ludorev, for your message, that's exactly what I big would be perfect. But just look how big this thing's gonna be. Forgot I moved my teleporter. Early-ish, yeah. My son took a 15-minute nap earlier today. So he was toast. So yeah, this will be, I'll build like a platform under here somehow. Kinda sucks, I'll ruin all these. I have to like cover every single one so they don't grow through. So I might have to make this more efficient, like that big or something. I'm talking to Ludorev about the dragon pit idea I have eventually want to do. It'll be most of this. It'd be like boom, boom, boom. Or even could be built on this. Oh yeah, it's got to be huge, dude. Massive. Definitely has to be. Probably be the biggest thing I build. That's why who knows when it's gonna happen. Could be forever. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. And then the dragon pits themselves will be like underground here. So like technically if I make it over here a little bit and like maybe put this in the corner of the build and maybe like have it built into it somehow. So like if it went from that rock to like somewhere over here part of the way. And then all the dragon pits can be built out all the way over to here. Cover up some of this, who knows. What's up, Backwoods? Welcome in, welcome in. And then I feel like I would have to build. Or maybe I could build a dragon on here. It sounds so hard though. I hate your challenge. It sounds horrible. I'm the worst at sculpture-esque stuff. I want to get these done tonight. You're not late. Welcome in, man. Made that thumbnail or the stream title for you, Uzin. Thought you might like that. What's up, squarish? Going, man. Can't miss the Pop Palace. It's not as bad as you think once you get scaling on point. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Sounds horrifying right now. Like maybe making, if I did do a dragon, if doing like a pebble foundation. I mean, the foundations sort of have the smallest blocks anyways, that I can think of at least. It's kind of like a dragon-esque material. Kind of like a dragon hide. At least the closest thing I could think of to one. Any mushrooms you estimate you have used? Oh. 100,000. Easily. I mean, probably easily 100,000. Let's see. In my current batch, I have 500. No, I feel like normally I have 4,000 or 5,000, and I've run out of that at least 10 to 20 times. So it's probably easily close to 100,000 between all of this. I mean, like, just the outer wall uses a ton, let alone all these, like, little tiny pieces. These use a ton because these little stairs, all the stairs everywhere. There's, like, builds inside of these builds using them. And then there's the pagoda base, which has a ton as well. About building elements, it's not going to happen now. I mean, it's a good idea. I can't hate the idea. It's definitely a good idea, and it would fit. So I mean, probably a fraud if I don't do it. Like, how can I build King's Landing? At least my own version of King's Landing without some dragons. Didn't say I was on. I got the notification on Discord. Let me in. Did the wrong side, dang it. What's up, Jeremy? Thought there was a counter. Unfortunately, my counter's so big that you can't actually see it. I don't believe there's a way to, like, scroll it. As far as I know. Could be wrong. If there's a way to look down it, let me know and I can see if I can figure it out. Never sure if that chopping list is what like what's remaining to build the blueprints I have, or if that's how many pieces I've currently used. Because, like, that doesn't sound like I've used way more than 20 brittle plating on these builds, and I've used more than clay than that too. I want to say this is what I have for things I haven't built yet. Because, like, that makes sense because I've got literally, like, the entire sandbox surrounded except for this backside with these weed stems. If I want to say that's what it is, that would make sense for 5,000 weed stems. But then I'm like, I don't know where I have that many burr built. Like, not built. So I'm always confused by that. I don't feel like I have blueprints for burr floors anywhere. Like, just miscellaneous ones. At least not many that I can think of. Yeah, I wish I could see it was like a list that I could see. I think it'd be nuts. It'd be insane. It's so much. An insane amount of randomness. Yeah, I can't think of anything not built. Really. I've pretty much built everything in this world, except for stuff right around here. Little few things out and about the world, but for the most part, everything's pretty much built. Ugh, I'm always confused by what the chopping list actually is showing. But it doesn't work anyways, because you can't scroll, so you can't see 90% of it. Sadly. I want to see Ludorav's cut list too. Because I know yours is way crazier than... I mean, mine's a lot, but yours is way more. Exponentially more. You have way more craziness built. The creative advantage. I'd be too strong. My power levels would be over 9,000 in creative. So I gotta like hold myself back. Like they do with the when they're wearing like weights on their hands and arms, their wrists and stuff. And legs. Ankles is the words I'm looking for. Just how good I am. Sarcasm. Feel the power, it's over 9,000! Yeah, there it goes. Like, I couldn't remember the name off my top of my head. Thank yous and broccoli. Too good. They don't want to know what I would do in creative. Really, it's just I don't really like playing in creative, but... Zero to SS4, Super Saiyan 4. Oh, dang it. Of course, I'm not going to be able to place anything. Do this, I guess. Craziest Super Saiyan you've ever seen. There we go. That all of them? Nope. It's not. What's up, Moses? Going, man. You're having a good night. Tuning into us doing some mega building tonight, as always, but it's what we do every night. Copy that. All I do is build, 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 no matter what. Unless I'm going to a new Game Plus, then I'm not building. I don't really want to go to New Game Plus 6 for a while. Glad you enjoy the content, man. I have fun making it. 8 plus? Oof. Sounds rough. New Game Plus 5, at least on mild, is like a decent. I was playing on medium, but given up on caring about the difficulty since I'm not really even fighting things for the most part right now. But overall, it feels like a pretty good level so far. Yeah, you just come here to steal all my ideas, Ludorav, and then you frickin' make them better. Working on mega bases? Let's go. Glad it inspires, man. That's a lot of the reason I do it is to help other people do it. I think it's so much fun. Mm-hmm. Just glowing everywhere. When we're past +6 if you don't want to get one shot. Yeah. I mean, I still do every once in a while, but +5 is not too bad. The infected broodmother wasn't very fun, but other than that, I haven't really minded too much. Like I did the I did the broodmother today a couple times, just trying to roll a couple weapons, and I killed her so fast. That I think I could easily do a higher difficulty if I really wanted to. That's why I didn't do these. Didn't want to build them. You make even better. It's that motivational push that weightlifters have accepted building. Yeah, that's true. We just feed off each other endlessly. I'd like to put a light back here. I don't hate it. Try to speedrun bosses and make sure they do not have high defenses, but then will every other modifier. I just hope that I don't die to them a million times, typically is the goal right now. No, see under here? Close as I can to this edge. The one struggle of working, sometimes these things just don't allow you to do much. This should be like, that should. Maybe not. Oh, this one will let me place it. Ooh. I could usually, as long as I don't get the frost one, not that it's annoying, at least against the majority of them if there's not the frost one. I have a, what's it? Like, at least against like the broodmother, I use this antlion greatsword, and then I have a finale fury implant weakness spicy damage up best trinket that I use. I'm a fan of that setup. The finale fury on it makes it so much I kill it instantly. Infected broodmother, I also have a finale fury fresh damage up best club, which is what I used on that. That wasn't as fun. Kinda got dominated. Was farming RNG and took 5 hours to get an implant weakness, salt, and boss damage. Yeah, I've just been re-rolling. I just like re-roll the save over and over again. And I've spent way longer than 5 hours getting... For what I currently have, I got... This took me about 4 hours to get the salt damage best, implant weakness salt. This probably took me 4 or 5 hours. I have a club that has spicy damage up best, spicy damage up major, which is probably a little bit better than the greatsword. I just liked that this had slashing, so against the broodmother, which is all I really cared about the spicy thing anyways, because they both destroy normal enemies. Or the broodmother. I liked having just a different weapon, but I have both of them up to level 15 now. This freaking took 4 hours. The spicy damage up best, spicy damage up major club took me 12 plus hours. I mean, take days. Rigged number generator, 100%. And then this isn't even, it's just the best sour damage up best club I could get. It's honestly the goo. If the goo was on like the fresh one, because against like the infected broodmother, I wouldn't have been too upset, because there's actually a use to like slowing the attack speed of the infected broodmother and like different enemies. But on a sour one, like the assistant manager, director smector, they don't even attack, so it's like worthless. So I was trying to reroll for my sour one today, and I didn't get one before I had to stop playing. So I'm on 15, 20 hours of rerolling for this, and I have to stop and do other things. It's just like randomly, I'll toss in a little bit of time here and there. It's a rough life. And then don't even ask me about my trinkets. My trinkets are so bad. That spicy damage up best, implant weakness spicy, and finale fury is probably the best trinket I've gotten. And it was miserable. Like I just cannot get literally any good trinkets. All of them are like, there's 2 good things on them, like salt damage up best and implant weakness salt, and then the third thing's just like plus summon damage. And I did the glitch where you re-rolled, you deduped your trinket, so I had like 8 chests of deduper jelly, and I still don't have good trinkets. Like, it's almost gotten me nothing. I have a couple like wasp damage up wasp queen damage and salt damage up best, and then some random on the last one. But most of them could be so much better, sadly. They just are not. Sad day. Found a glitch to farm. How does that work? I would take that trinket though. Anything with finale fury. Although for me, I guess I have a finale fury fresh damage up best club, so I don't need that at the finale fury as much. I've found that no matter what, damage is just best though. In every way, shape, or form. More damage is always like, I haven't been a huge fan of the finale goo. Wouldn't be horrible on a trinket, but I haven't liked it anywhere else. Susan with another gift. Dude, you're crazy. Crazy amazing. Thank you again, man. It is like ridiculous how many subs you've donated. I'd be going hungry donating that many subs. To tell the wife that I can't feed her. What, you're trying to tell me that this is the one supporting it? Full build in there looks cool as hell. Yeah, I'm really happy. Like, I really like, I mean, this is probably my favorite build ever. The temple's really cool, but it's not like the coolest thing in the world. It's cool, but it's not like insane. Something about this build just hits. Like, I just love the way this build's turned out so far. Every bit of it looks so cool. And I just keep coming up with different ideas. Still got to do all of the ash cement details all around here too. I don't like how plain this was looking. And I also like that sort of like the lower area, the stuff that's inset a little bit is ash cement, and then I sort of copy that theme up to the top. I like that detail a little bit. And you got some more depth to the whole thing. So we'll slowly do that as we go. But that's a lot of stuff to move and mess with. What I miss? How long have you been streaming? 23 minutes. We did lighting. We did some lighting in here. I showed a couple people some stuff at the base. And that's about it. I was talking to Ludorav about new ideas, mostly. What's up, Velocity? Use a mant launch to go over and in the undershed, then parkour on the labs after dropping through gaps under the shed surroundings. Then it's like you get, can you like farm multiple instances? It's like my struggle is that the mant is like a single spawn in each one. But like I really want to get a hammer with sizzle immunity on it, but I can't actually, since I picked the antlion greatsword, I can't use it, sadly. Why these don't want to move? Go around until you see someone else and stand on a curved ledge. Running an enshrouded server? Nice. Yeah, I need to play it more. I think I'm just gonna like bust through the story on my own, not really stream it when I have free time. That's really interesting. I'll have to give it a try. Because I really don't want to go to the next new... I guess I already did it. This New Game Plus is my current issue. So I can't really redo it at this point. Just kind of screwed myself there, I guess. All I really want is just one more. I just want one hammer, currently. We'll figure it. All I have to do is probably go to New Game Plus 6 and then stop there for good. Be my last hurrah. I have to think about how I want to do that. Surprised there's no like videos on that or anything. I guess I've never really looked, so can't really say that. At least not from the people I typically see making grounded videos. Such a random thing to discover. That surprises me when people find like crazy glitches in games. I'm like, I don't know how you found that. Interesting. As soon as you get back from Mars. I didn't even read that. Oh man. Gosh, I wish I could cure these. It would be so nice. If you would take the mash triangles up to that point, yeah. It had to happen, right? It just looked like it needed to. Kind of just trying to figure out how like low I want to go on this. Tears of the Kingdom, I did play. Still haven't even finished the game, sadly. I'm kind of happy I haven't. I haven't really watched a whole lot on it either as of late. But I still have a lot of surprises left, which I'm excited to. I also have it, I mean, it's on Switch, so I can kind of play it. I like playing Tears of the Kingdom and stuff when I don't have access to my computer. brother. Hate that the roofs don't extend over walls more. Like that part, the overhang. There's lots of things I would love. As long as it's as long as it's relevant, doesn't matter to me if you're talking and chatting, man, it's all good. You ever got to talk on C Dinky streams? Did he not let you talk? Everyone has a voice here, except for Crazy. We have to moderate Crazy at all times, or he'll end the world. Playing with double triangles on the 45 walls to make a spike look off the walls. Just did not talk, yeah. I'd have to see a picture of what you mean, Luderav. Too visual. Brain's like, what? What's he saying? What you talking about, Willis? Sure, it's gonna blow my mind though. Buildings are breathtaking? Thank you, man. Love to hear it. Makes all the effort worth it. They are fun though. I have a blast doing it. This all clean inside too. Baldur's Gate 3. Heard great things. Just the size of the game alone seems pretty amazing. How does someone bully you for liking Grounded? That doesn't even make sense. Literally like one of the best survival games ever made. There's like 15 million something players. Such a popular game. Maybe I have to make these taller actually. They actually sort of connect. I got 2,600 hours so in this game, so you're definitely in the right place if you like Grounded. Get over there. And a lot of other people help me feel like I fit in. Oh man, you're welcome in. You're not a nerd here for liking this game. Sure. Honestly, people are weird. I never understand why people care about random stuff like that. Like, if you have fun doing something, why does anyone else give one crap? $6,000 10 to the 23rd? Whoa. It really is like the good Fallout 4 beans. I mean, I haven't played a Fallout game in a really long time. They are good, but there's just too many other things I gotta be playing these days. Need to finish the Fallout 4 too. Yeah, I saw your tag knife, or that you had Velocity make that. Perfect. Once I start playing Enshrouded more, there will be more people, I'm sure, that are gonna come in and play, but there's a couple people at least currently playing now. Susan's doing a little bit here and there. They don't like change. Yeah, I haven't messed with a whole lot of the build system though in Fallout. Got too much grounded, and then shrouded is really what I want to start transitioning to as we go. Little by little, I'll play it more and more. Go in your home. Oh my goodness. Why? Unique question about trying new games, and most chose Friday and Saturday, which was essentially one day. Favorite building material? Probably ash cement. Seems to be what I build out of more often than not. I don't typically use the other materials probably as much as I should though. Or I haven't experimented with them as much as I should. These out of the way. 100 hours in Enshrouded? I think that's more than I have, dude. I like 80 something. I guess maybe that was, I didn't really check for that the last time I streamed. So I guess it's possible there I have more. But if you like mushrooms and ash, you're in the right place, because that's pretty much 90% of what I'm building out of right now. Base where I started on the interior. I guess the way I like to think of interior, it's definitely, I'd call it like my weak point. I'm not an amazing interior designer by any means. So I'd probably say come up with like an idea, a concept for why, like what you're doing. So like the perfect examples were like this base, the idea behind it was like an oasis bathhouse. I just had found like, I thought these were cool and I had the idea of just making these. Like this whole build started from the idea of just literally putting some mushroom around these and making like little planter boxes almost, but with water. And I was like, oh, that's kind of like a bathhouse or something. And since this is a Game of Thrones style city, I was like, oh, well, maybe Roman bathhouse or something's a good idea. So then I just looked up some images. Definitely look up precedent images. But if you have an idea of like what you want to be in the space, then that really helps sort of lay things out. If it's just a standard base, I just go for like efficiency. I just make a big efficient room like this, and then the rest, everything about it is just like trying to make, how can I make this space the most effective to like build as many things as possible. And then there's a little bit of design as I go, but a lot of it's just like adding details really slowly. Like don't feel like it's ever finished on the inside. It's just like, oh, it'd be cool to add a couple more things here, and I could add a bed, and then I need each individual piece and just slowly add into them. I never think I never think of interiors as like a finished product typically. I feel like there's always more details you could add, more pieces. And the more detail, the better. More detail and then lighting is really, really big too for the inside. I think the majority of my interiors. I would also check out on my YouTube Luderav 87. Yeah, somewhere too. Sir Luderav 87 in chat. He has really good interiors. I've done a couple base tours. He's also on See-Through's channel. I would say he has a better interior style than I do. Mine tend to be a little bit more simplistic on the inside compared to his ideas. But I think he has a similar thought process in the sense that it's about creating a story on the inside. The outside you just kind of make look cool. It's like, it's a lot easier of a concept. But the interior, if you have like a story and a reasoning, it sort of makes it easier to fill out the space. It's like a tavern. You can start creating the story of like, let's see. He's in, Luderav's currently on Twitch. That's why he's not in the YouTube chat. He's on the Twitch chat because I'm streaming on both currently. He says he's running out of ideas though, which I think is a load of crap. I think he's just in a builder's block. I've been there before and it always ends. It always goes away. It's a temporary situation. What's up, Michael? Welcome in. You're having a good night. But that's what we have Enshrouded for, Luderav, is I'm horrified to see what you can come up with in Enshrouded, man. I think you're gonna be insane with the flexibility that game has in building. And then we'll be able to push each other in another game. Does not want to go. Being difficult, okay. They're rotating again. This one. That still works. Sounds good, Beans. You have a great rest of your night, man. We're hanging out. Catch you on the next one. Be a min like you. I'm stuck and grounded. I know, man. Just can't let go. I think it'll make my grounded building better, though. Playing another game for a little while. Does it want to work on that side, but not? Did I place those first? How do you want to? Apparently it's just not today. Good night, and thinking about earlier, how in the world did I manage to last out the last super mixer with only one hit away after they killed me? That's... I've had a similar experience, but unfortunately I lost with one hit left. Oh, now it works. Yeah, sure. For no reason. Just because I built the ones above it. Order of operations. Tell you what, every time. Order of operations. This one do it? I don't think. Like, yeah, the roof. Playing since the first version, so the game is a lot to me. Dang. I didn't start playing until 1.0. Sadly. I wish I started playing sooner. I didn't know that it was a game until then. One of my buddies was like, dude, let's play this game. Sure, let's give it a shot. And there was 4 of us, and it was a complete, absolute buffoon, stupidity fest. funniest time I ever had, and then I started a solo world after they sort of stopped playing. 17-second broodmothers run? Like from the start of the game? Or just killed it in 17 seconds? Killed it. I don't know how long it take me. Technically a new game plus, but that's on mild. On mild, I've killed it really fast. On medium and whoa, I think it'd take me a lot longer. That may not work actually. Out of here. Ah, balls. Ah, it's like overhang. I always use them to. I guess I kind of use that. Just barely though. Just like on these one little edges. But I really like using them as like things that stick out. Yeah, slightly different concept. Like yours are repetitive and very differently. But same sort of concept. I like them up too. They look really cool. We've kind of both done the same things, but in different ways. It amazes me how close our builds are, but how different they are at the same time. Close to New Game +1, just need to swap Queen and the Java-matic. Yeah, do as much as you can. Definitely do not rush. If you like achievements and stuff, if you want to get gold cards or anything like that, do as many of that, as much of that stuff as you can, because it gets a lot harder if you're in New Game Plus to do it. Exponentially harder. My copy's the pattern H. Found a crit up best and minor greatsword. Nice. I always try to stick to like damage types. I don't really know what is more efficient though. I have to do more research. I don't really know the numbers for fighting. The combat system. It's too squiggly. Love that. And hilarious, we both did the pointed ceiling and never talked about it. Started it, and literally you started it the night on stream. I was like, dude, right? And then I stole it. It stole yours and added it to mine. To add injury to, or insult to injury. Had to take it to another level. Our minds definitely think alike. Moth armor. Ugh. Yeah, I wish they would add the 45 degrees to these. Sadly, they have not. I know it wouldn't mess with a lot of the stuff because the issue is that this block is longer than this. You can see like the distance is quite a bit longer, and so I think it would stretch them weirdly. I think that's why they just left it alone and didn't do it. Tell if I like it or not yet. Tower staff charge to stagger and inflict stun, then instantly switch the club to chunk the HP. I will say, I feel like there's a lot of like builds that haven't really even been touched yet that would be really good. I think there's too many variables to, like, seeding keys come up with a couple different builds that are currently really good, like the reflect damage and stuff. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that there's a couple other options. Like if you got the hard part is you have to get perfect trinkets and perfect weapons. But there's some other builds that are going to be like disgustingly broken that they didn't even like think about. It's just, when is that going to happen? I'm gonna forget it's there. Points work well in evil building. Yeah. The issue is I don't know if I want this to be an evil looking build. The Pot Palace. Can't tell. I need to get this side built correctly to see if I actually like it or not. Not bad. I don't hate it. I need to see the whole thing though to see if I really like it. Did like very well. No clue what I'm doing. Just really messing with stuff currently. Be less pointy, more shape like that. I don't know. Not enough used weapon builds. I feel like there's more. I mean, with all the random axes, daggers, spears, I feel like there's a couple other things you could probably find that would make it work, but it's gonna be weird. They're gonna be weird builds for sure. Like, I know for a fact that I could make a staff build that's good, but I gotta get the perfect trinkets, and I have not gotten the trinkets yet. And then you have to have like 3 trinkets to make it work. You'd have to have a fresh trinket, a sour trinket, and a spicy trinket all at once to like all of them at the same time. But I've been trying. I did variation. Check it out. I discovered the Mant glitch. The Ant launch. Assuming. That thing is nuts. Done it a couple times. It's been a while though. In huge chests, I don't know where anything is. I need to around, but I don't want to farm Shroud cores. Dude, I will tell you one thing that I do not like currently about Enshrouded is their chest system blows. It's so bad. They need to make it exactly like Grounded's. That is like my favorite thing, the hot deposit. Because their current hot deposit, it's not a hot deposit, it just deposits everything in your entire inventory into the chest. It's not like, oh, well, if these items are in there, it just deposits a bunch of garbage. That's like pointless. Not a fan. Yeah, hot deposit and Grounded is perfect. It's what every single survival game needs to just copy without hesitation. All the other ones suck. Hate it. You can't just hot deposit a whole entire thing. I don't want it. I have no clue what I'm doing. Get the magic chest. You can, yeah, you can craft from storage, but you can't like just instantly deposit all the stuff, all the garbage, without accidentally depositing half of your inventory as well. That's one thing that absolutely, because there's so many items. Like currently, it's like one of my biggest grievances with Enshrouded is that one mechanic is so frustrating. Just because they have so many items. That if you can't properly deposit all of them, it's weird. Drives me a bit insane. You don't hate seeing a column behind it too. Good. Like that though. Like a huge magic chest for every single item in the game, but that's it, dude. It's so much. It's so much stuff. There's a million items in the game, which is good. That part I love. I love the attention to all the other details, but the quality, there's a couple quality of life things like that that need to be fixed. That's about the best rating you could possibly give Grounded. I concur though. Hands down. As the family, kiddo's good. Wife and I still have like a minor cough. It's a little sniffly, but not too bad. Kiddo bounced back like it was nothing. My brain. Not supporting anything. There. Do opposite. Good. So being so weird. What's connected to what? to do a massive amount of farming in Enshrouded all the time. It's like loot world servers you can do, but kind of a pain. I felt slow. Great minds do think alike. Luderav and I have some crazy, kind of crazy how much we're on the same page.
Meals on wheels.
On every build. But are also like totally different in the way we do things. Where the aphids at, Ant? Show me the way. Take a nap. What are you afraid of the roly-poly for? So nice. Unless you hit them, then they're really angry. Grounded's best mechanic. Wait, what? Yeah, once I get chests and everything, and just getting past that like the pain points of like not having enough materials, not knowing where everything is. Definitely a noob. Hello? Is there a ladybug stuck in it? Hey, I need your body for food. Finally sobering up after a long grind. It's free. I think my salt club is my best too. I also really like the implant weakness for all the enemies that like, aren't weak to anything. When you get up against like an infused might, it's really nice because you end up doing so much more damage with the implant weakness since they're just generic. A handful of things it's really good on. A good utility weapon and pretty good overall. What'd you do? See Dinky joined the chat? Say, what's up, dude? Kim, how everything is going.
I don't feel so good.
Need your meat. Yes, I've had a I'm Cade in my chat before, so once you've had that happen, it can't. That's the ceiling. Nothing gets better than that.
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing.
But C Dinky's dope. I think he's on like a totally Australian, right? So way different time zone. I did drink to get through it. Been there. Definitely been there. What great items. Double. Till I get A better sour one. I won't really need any fusion crystals though. Probably a good time to start farming them up though. Oh, I don't have to do it when I finally end up rolling the club I want. At the other base. I don't need mushrooms here. A handful. Fresh Club was 2 weeks, so I swapped it with the Frosted Flake after seeing the Acid Executioner build. I feel like it... I mean, once you can get an infused weapon, like, this is just better. The fresh damage at best is crazy. Whoa, C Tinky joined the chat. Crazy. Full large chest of clay should do for a while. The wood's in a sheath. All I've really done is stone. Honestly, I haven't had to farm very many materials because I haven't built that much. So we'll see how that goes. Be interesting. Fresh up major. Getting the damage up best is like pretty much required. But as you get later and later, I feel like have to have an infused weapon. Everything else just gets outscaled. Way too hard. Oh, this is my standard trinket. Just running around the yard, quickness, lifesteal, it's literally busted. I just lifesteal everything. But I guess the way I like to think of it is I prefer to have lifesteal on my trinket and then as much damage, as much general damage as possible on my weapon is the way I like to think of them. So either Finale Fury or some type of damage at best. And then like the next would be like fresh damage up best, fresh damage up major would be the next thing I'm going for. And then implant weakness, fresh damage up best. One of those combinations is pretty much the best option you have to do. Power and Spicy have lifesteal, yeah. They're good. I just like the damage first. I feel like it's easier to get a lifesteal trinket as well. And then you don't have less damage. But you can still kind of get the same combination either way. So it doesn't like really matter. Mushroom. Not really. 3 hours rested buff, it's nice. I just want to endlessly be able to build. I want them to add just a pure creative mode or something like that to Enshrouded. That would be really nice. It doesn't flow as well as I'd like, but I don't hate the direction it's heading. I think I like the depth of this as well. Join the column through it. Small detail, but adds a little bit more depth to it. I don't hate this. Heading in a good direction. Hoarding. Wow. Rude. How dare you, Grounded? Why are these all not still supporting? There we go. Could do. It's just never ending. There's always something else that I think of. Get them up more. Needed that. This one. Yeah, I think Enshrouded specifically. I enjoy the survival aspects of Grounded enough to where I really do like playing them. Enshrouded, because it doesn't necessarily have like a tried and true story, I don't love it as much. That looks weird though. Bunny ears, cat ears. No. Neither of them feel perfect. Or I could. How much that sticks out. If they made a grounded 2, I would 1000% be playing it. No question about it. Triangles are a freaking black hole of ideas. Yeah. Honestly, you're welcome, Ludorev. I'm taking full credit for these. That was my suggestion. When I told Eric we needed quarter triangles, I changed the game forever. Someone might want to help you. I ain't got that ton of time. Can't even help myself play it right now. Use club on 1, 2, 3. Are you rolling them or something? Yeah, let's go, Ludorev. That's all that I need in life. What do you mean? Used club. Must be re-rolling them. Feels so nice using all these feathers that I have at over 800. I'd been collecting them forever, but I hadn't used them in a couple builds. Feels like old times. Those. Oh, you're just shouting in Fuse Club? I see. Oh no. Pot Palace is coming together. Probably gonna change this pattern in some way, shape, or form as we keep going, but gotta get the idea out of my head and see where we end up. I do have a spicy damage up best, spicy damage up minor scythe, but I haven't re-rolled that one hardly at all, so haven't tried too hard on it. Scythe is cool. I think what I'm most disappointed about is that they took... I thought originally the whole reason that they did... Actually, those are supposed to be like that. I thought the reason they chose the Brood Mother Club and the Scythe were because of the Apex Predator, like, bonuses you got. Because honestly, if the Infused Scythe kept that, and you could like build a crit damage build around it as an infused weapon, it would be so good. And when I figured out that they actually just got rid of them and they were just even more of a standard item, I was like, what is this? Why? The opportunity that they missed on that was so hard. A little weird. I'll find some. Isn't in this black hole. Bad infused weapon and put it on display. I have an entire armory in my other pagoda base that I was in a little bit ago. I've just been I have all the weapons. I've slowly just been, as I get each infused weapon, I add it to the gallery. Coming together. I'm only missing a few now. Really just need maybe one of the swords and the Black Ox hammer. Can't fully remember. Only a few. Been surprised at how many I got. None of them being good, but I've gotten 3 or 4 infused weapons per boss fight typically. I shall mess with that. I'm not loving it, but we're heading in a direction. Isn't that like St. Patrick's Day though? Not like it's many, many months away, isn't it? So that comes back online. That's just the way to go. That looks nicer. A little less overbearing. I think this is too much. Be lurking, have a good rest of the stream. Sounds good, Ludorev. Catch you on the next one, man. Yeah, I've seen the hat. Jade did a video on it, but then wasn't actually like available until the 4th of July, or not the 4th of July, the St. Patrick's Day of next year, which is like, yes, I wonder if there's other interesting things that we'll see at some point that they haven't told us about. Be a good use for all of these. A couple of them, like it. Definitely gonna be good though once it's out. I think technically you can just change the date if you wanted it now. This fly for building, it is the handy net, and you get it by either, if you're in New Game Plus, it's automatically unlocked at New Game Plus 1. If you're not in New Game Plus, you would have to change to a custom game to enable it. So it kind of just depends on how far you are in the game. It's amazing though. Makes building so. I probably wouldn't do these builds without it. And it's just when you're in the build menu, it's just this button, whatever this is, depending on what platform you're on. play on PC, so that's why it's cheap. Have to go clear all that out. Thank you. It's definitely coming together. Took me forever. I've been trying to figure out what to do in this area. Just been since I'd built along this whole thing at one point. I was like, I'm gonna build up here. I just don't know what I'm gonna build up here. And I was like, what do I do with these pots? Like, how do I make those into something? And then I saw someone else on the grounded Discord do a build in there. Now mine's looking very, very different from what theirs is, but yeah, I always do lighting. Tend to do it later in the build. Do all the craziness and then save the lighting for last, and it looks even crazier. Actually, let's do... and destroy all this, get all these resources back. My mom tells me I need to clean my room. Being a messy builder right now. These are gonna fall in a lot. Quite a few. Have you talked to Kinda Crazy before? In the stream earlier. I never know if he's just lurking or what he's doing. He's omnipresent though, it seems. In every stream. Oh. One of the chatter's names is Kinda Crazy.
I'm burning up.
Oh. This fell into the water. See any? Probably some down there. Doesn't really. Crazy's not president anymore. Jeremy is. So we're all safe. Noticed that earlier. I needed to finish one. Can't let that happen. You. Surprised he didn't try to ruin us all while he was president. He was a power-hungry man. We summoned him. I knew it would happen. Rounded Hunger Games. A massive coup in chat, so kicked him out. Just one. The whole thing but one falls. figure out the rest of this roof. Figured out one layer of it. We have much more to go. Spent half the day doing this. Collecting frickin' weed stems. Oh man. How am I yawning at 8:30? Rip. Are you in here, ant? Go home. Get out of there. Who's in? Did you ever make the bridge thing you were talking about? Definitely want to see that. This is where this is gonna get weird. Good dude. Still doesn't work. Thank you to whoever gifted me a membership. Yay. It was either Oozin or Crazy, most likely. Oozin's been donating like a madman. Birthday in 9 days? Happy almost birthday. How's he gonna get an infused bro? That's the question. Technically, he has no control over us anymore since he's not president. Although, who knows who's going to vote for Jeremy again, because he's pretty quiet as president. But maybe that's what the people needed after Crazy. They just wanted a silent peace to overcome the realm. Very likely that that's what they wanted. Want to run for the next president? Nice. Oh man. Even energy drink, jeez. The odds ever be in your favor? They're never in your favor though, are they? After a while, I get cocky, just stop really trying against them, and then one of them just insta-kills me, and I'm like, I deserved that. That's what I get. Alright, we build it out like this. You're not running for president? Oh, you're gonna have a motorcycle run for you, aren't you? He's in cahoots with motorcycle. Is it unicycle? Motor unicycle. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess I can do. I forgot these now. Be a little weird, but I can do that. Okay. We can make this work. Could also kind of what I had been doing previously. Foundation. Might be a nice little detail to add into this base. I don't know. Motor unicycle, yeah. Maybe I need to. Oh man, why can't I not stop yawning? Around your age, but in +8. Guess this isn't very dome. Doesn't look like as much of a dome. Best you can kind of do. Continue these. Too much crow feather roof, definitely. Boring. Need something to break it up like this. We just test out on each side, see which one. Crazy has videos? Can do that. Get that on that. And that's probably guaranteed to look more. Texture change. Shoes strike? I know, I'm gonna make everyone yawn. I can't stop. I don't know what it is. I had an energy drink with dinner. It's a very mild energy drink. It's not like a Red Bull or anything, but can't stop. Won't stop. It's usually like 9:30 when I start yawning. Which is weird because I won't go to sleep until 12. Stay up all night. Now that I have, I mean, I've always stayed up. I've always been a night owl, honestly. I can never bring myself to go to bed early. Impossible. Dang, I need more mushrooms. Gonna run out. The inside of this is definitely starting to look really interesting too. That was one of my favorite parts, like going inside of the cathedral over there and for the first time after like building all the outside and being like, wow, it actually looks really cool on the inside using all these like triangles. Dual purposed. Okay, cope. More likes, definitely. Yeah, we're headed in the right direction. Got to sort of figure out how these little details are gonna fit, because probably could use for that. Just that's probably the way to go. It's not like floating. Kind of funny, kind of crazy. Probably have to do more of a flat portion now. Find like step back a layer or two and then put some stuff in the middle. Sort of how I did this one. Figure out a way to make it. If you keep building, it just endlessly gets it looks too pointy. It's weird. Bees just kind of chill in my face. Hey. Glad everyone's liking it. Love when a build comes together. I haven't done many small builds like this either that like get built quickly. A handful of nights and it's almost done. Which feels nice. Could do that. Might add in to not look so flat. It's kind of nice. Also put lighting behind these, which looks good. Idea to mess with, I think. You're trying to keep water out there really badly designed though. So the architect in me is saying this is a really bad design decision. It's a good guy, just kind of crazy. Crazy's kind of nice. He's nice, don't worry. He's just crazy. No, mostly he just he went on a tear with a couple of crazy. I don't even know what to call it. He's trolling essentially with an account, being a goofball. Led us on a wild goose chase and a half, that's for sure. And then he tried to coup the presidency, steal the election. He's invalidating votes. And then everyone voted Jeremy as the president. This bee needs to leave. Here's stupid buzzing. I don't know, you guys are... There's no one. It's all a figment of your imagination. You heard nothing. See nothing, you are nothing. Kinda like saying Bloody Mary in the mirror 5 times in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I kinda like this. I'm gonna put some cool lights in there as well. When the time comes. Gotta go start process some mushrooms processing. Or I'm totally out. Luckily, I think I have a lot. I just haven't been cooking them. He who shall not be named. He's our literal he who shall not be named. I know, all you have to say is, if you say his name, if you say the other person's name, they'll just show up. Out of nowhere. Somehow, every single day, he may not be the first person every single time, but within the first 15 to 20 seconds of the stream starting, Crazy just comes in and says BRB. He's always waiting. He's always around, you just never know where and when. Nicely. Campbell has been flying away with progress the past couple of weeks, right? Nice thing is we're doing like slightly smaller scale builds. They go so much faster. The freaking, I mean, like the cathedral took forever. This was such a long build, it took me weeks. And this one scale wise was also really big, so it took a really long time too. Much more simplistic, but it's a lot of detail. This has been a good size. Smaller than my typical thing. Spam C Dinky? What are you gonna spam him on? It's not like he's streaming or anything. Lights? Yeah. I need to move this teleporter. I keep forgetting. I spawn in here and I'm like, alright, what do I need to work on down here? Like, it's not even what I'm building on currently. Sorry, there's no rhyming allowed in this chat, Crazy. One of our main rules. Alrighty. Honestly, that feels like good. Know if I want to do anything too crazy. No, there's not an outhouse for it. Only you have the outhouse. Peace out, Velocity. Great rest to your day, man. I guess have a great day. It's like, what, like 6 a.m. or something? Five or six? I am by Velocity. When are you getting mod? I don't know. I have no need for a second mod at this time. Gotta grow the community a little bit more before I need to worry about it. Lights there, going to the ramp idea in between those roof pieces. Do it. That was one I did over here. Actually, it all started with this build. Vudarev got me the, gave me the idea doing this. In his build, he does some of this too. He uses clay, not pebble foundations. And then I just kind of did it through here. And I really liked it. Thought it looked really cool. I did it over here a little bit. And then I also did it on this build. This is probably where I like it the most, so. This is like the only way I could make this whole roof section work with that little ramp foundation thing. I really like how it turned out. It's a great little detail. Really helps break up. I feel like using one roof type for the whole entire roof of it just looks really boring. Like really bland. It's hard to make it stand out and add depth. So putting all the weird little details in makes a really, really big difference. I don't even know if I really want to add any more to the top of the roof. Leave that as is. What's up, Lazy Plague? Doing great. Having some fun. A slightly different idea for the ceiling of this build, so I gotta leave that part off. That'll be the way to go. Give it a once over, make sure I'm not missing a bunch of pieces. The infused mantis get you with a level 15 blood with plus timber builds damage and YouTuber damage up best. Ooh, that's a straight KO. Promise you that much. You ain't never gonna walk away from a timber build damage up best, you know. This. Just a thought. I need something that doesn't feel very connected. I'm thinking some type of pattern. What the patterns? A little checkerboardy. Could also for sure. Go sleep. Love this only specific RNG comes. Sounds good, man. We're hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Everyone. That works. Be like a cross of those. This is amazing. Thank you, Josh guy. Definitely coming together. Fun little one. One of our smaller builds overall, but I'm liking it. Not all about the size, you know. Not about the size of the builder, about the builder size. Build in the builder? Words. Oh, it's perfect. Big. How cool would that look? Throw that in. There. Do it. Come on. You know you want to. That's kind of cool. Alright with it. There needs to be something in the center here. Okay, I can put those ones. Can't connect them, they don't look as good. Where did you build this backyard? The sandbox. Currently is where we are building a little pot corner. Slowly, very slowly filling up the entire sandbox. Little by little. Pattern reminds me of a lotus. Fitting since it's on a succulent plant, right? That was the one of the people in my Discord had shown me this cool roof pattern with like the little leaf pattern, whatever. I feel like these kind of look like flower petals or leaves or something. Then I kind of used it, made my own pattern of it, and was like, we should definitely continue this up in this area since these builds sort of connect into each other. I really like the inside of this. This looks really cool. Very fitting. Once we get the lighting done and stuff, ooh, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's a ton of mushroom bricks. We were talking about that earlier. I wish that I could see. I think this just shows things that blueprints that you have. I don't think it actually shows like how many pieces you've used because I'm not totally sure. But that leads me to think that it is showing you what you need to finish the builds you have done. And I have this like all the way around the entire thing. So it makes sense, that's what it's showing. Infinite arrows? Are infinite arrows a thing on this shroud? Gosh, I can't stop yawning. The worst. Ugh. It is? I did not know. But I was estimating I probably used 100,000 bricks in this world. Between just the walls, because that goes all the way around once it actually loads in. Because I also have this whole base too. This is my main base, like my actual base. I've used quite a few mushroom bricks here too. And some up there for the all that, bridges, everything. A lot of foundation too. This is my claim to fame build. This is how everyone knows me. Oh, weird. Get out of here, crazy. Oh, man. You sometimes, man. I have an architectural degree. Definitely not engineering. Building is what I do. Damn. This one. Hopefully they fill the gap a little bit better, but whatever. Gotta rework this area so it's better entrance, but getting there. Crazy, I know you've played it. Get out of here. My last save, I was working on it. Top of the Brawny Boy bin. Actually remember watching speed build of the main base while gathering resources. I guess the most recent tour, I do have some speed build stuff in it. Because I've seen you. The term. Way too much I don't know about Enshrouded. Very in-depth game. That's for sure. This is pretty close. Other than a bunch of lighting. Pretty much looking exactly how I was hoping. Not really sure what we're gonna do with the inside. Help you with what? That wasn't really God. Ugh. Cannot stop, sorry knife. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the inside. Kinda just liked that it had plants shooting through it. Not really a good way to like organize them or anything. It kind of is what it is. How this one works, I think it would get too crowded trying to do this around the whole thing. Like it's cool, but you just can't even walk. Everything crazy does is a trap. Yeah, like what's the point of that? The word that's kind of like costume, but with a D. What the even? Like a costume? I know what you're trying to get me to spell. What I don't understand is what that even means. I don't know what you're even trying to get me to spell without a D. With the letter that isn't the D. I have no clue. Kinda works. How do you not know how to spell it? You're trying to get me to spell it. Shouldn't that be like the first step? You want me to spell something, you have to in turn know how to spell it first. I know it's a trap, I'm just messing with him. What is this doing? Get that crap out of here. Okay. Now what are we gonna do? God, I keep needing to fill. I need to fill those. I keep forgetting they're back there. Can't really think of anything else that would go inside this build other than just finishing this upper floor like I want. Pretty much done. Oh yeah. Needs to be something cool in here. That's one thing. Kind of thinking like shelves. Fine. Put some cool pots or something on it. Or statues or something. Yeah, now I'm even more lost as to what you were, where you're even heading. A little weird, but what's your opinion on Diddy? Like P. Diddy? Is that what you're asking? Knife, what are you doing? How dare you? What were you thinking? I'm gonna have to time you and him out now. Naturally, Velocity went to bed right as you doomed everyone. Crying face, what is that for? I just asked what did he? Diddy Kong? What did he? I'm lost. It's chaos. Needs to be connected better, but can't really do it. Flip. Do it. Wish I can't save us. scared him away. Oh man. Honestly, I don't even know what else to do with this build. I was thinking maybe like, I mean, we don't need to overdo it, honestly. The only other idea I had was like making one part of the floor like maybe more raised, but then it just gets weird. Kind of like that everything sits below. As soon as you build up above this, it doesn't look like a circle anymore. That's the only part of that that's really working. Probably stick with that. 1% of the profits? What profit? Just lots of lighting. That's what we need. Dang. I even told myself, don't build these all the way up. Prodita? What? Progoda? What are you guys even talking about? I'm so lost. When I sell this? Yeah, maybe one day I'll sell my grounded account. Pagoda? Pagoda of what? What? Pot Palace? What are you guys talking about? I'm so lost. It's crazy in everyone's DMs just trying to mess with me again. Is this where we're at again? One of these built out and start messing with this. Not perfect, but hey, people bought a bunch of property, hundreds of thousands of dollars, like goobers in the metaverse. Haven't heard anything on any of that, so this is way more valuable real estate. 20 years. Think about what this base will be worth. Crazy, I know. It's gonna be the best real estate country years. Recession-proof real estate over here. I have no clue, Knife. Honestly, we're still lost in that department. To play Valheim, I have not. Fortunately, I just have not been able to get down with the graphics of it. Not my favorite. I think the building's really cool though. What world? Crazy. Good. Into that essentially. Yeah, that looks good. Then I won't fall off. What microwave? You can find my house without me telling you where it is you could borrow my microwave, but you have to uninstall it. Because it's built into the wall. So you detail this roof? Not really sure what I want to do with it, honestly. I built a way to get up here, so it would make sense that at some point I would do something more. But currently this is all I have. Haven't been inspired to add anything as of yet. Just messing with the top of the skylights. Really all I've done. And the castle walls, probably not. They're just so big. Be a ton of work. Just massive. I actually built these walls back when they still had the drag and drop option for these. It's like these don't drag anymore. So I was able to actually drag these all over. It was a lot easier to build. They're all half blocks. Could be an outdoor lounge area. That's kind of what I was originally thinking. I just don't really know how that looks yet. I'll figure it out, but as of yet, I don't have any clue. It's a lot of a blank mushroom wall, though. I feel you. I regret my decisions. Ooh. Build all the way around the sandbox walls. They are. They're just not loaded in. You get closer to them, they are. Every bit of it. The only place I don't have covered as of right now is this little strip, because I'm trying to figure out how I want to like combine these, and this stuff over here that I haven't built out yet. Have to kind of finish out these little things, and then eventually I have it all blueprinted, but eventually I want to build out and cover the whole outside as well. So just these things will be showing, I think. Especially because this yellow, highlighter yellow sandbox is the ugliest thing ever made. This is a crazy question, but how do you give members on a phone? That's a good question. I have no clue. All I see is super sticker and something else. Oh, where'd the chat go? I don't know. Weird. It literally just says super sticker and super chat. Huh. Sounds good, knife. There's a gift membership. Doesn't show. Oh no. Click on the dollar sign on the bottom right of your screen, and then it doesn't show on mine. In the YouTube app. Huh. Just shows those two options, that's it. Maybe I'm crazy. I've yet to gift myself a membership, so I'm a noob. Hey, Knife with his 2nd month. Let's go. I think you get a new little hat. Well, hard helmet. If I'm not mistaken. You type something. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got the new hat, the new hard hat. Once you get ages down the road, like a year, you get a one of the yoked. Where is it? The hard hat is designed off of this purple glowing. I guess I could have just shown like the infusion. But your helmet looks like this purple infusion. And you get extra tools. How cool is that? I just keep looking at this thing like, what else do I want to even add? Looking pretty much like how I wanted it to. Question is how all this is going to work. That I have no clue. Thought something looked off there. Probably the way to go. Question is, do we go all the way across? Seems overkill. Almost on your 3rd month? Nice. A lot of stairs. Could like break center ones out. Do cool little thing. Platform or something. I'm not giving you a hint for my address. Get out of here. As somebody who doesn't care for achievements, I wish I knew about no raids and custom settings. Build interruptions suck. Yeah. Wish you knew about it sooner. I changed all that stuff off when they did the 1.2 update. And man, was it the best thing. I'm an absolute achievement junkie. Like, when I play games, I have every single item in the game built in this base. The only things I don't currently have in this base are the Ant Queen stuffed bugs, because they're so big. And they just don't fit. But like, I have every other item, at least one of every single item in the game in this base. I have to move these around. I just have to get rid of those. Replace some of that stuff that I haven't messed with. Like, literally. And that's how I play games. Like, every single weapon, we're slowly working through getting all the infused ones. All the weapons, all the armors, all the way around, all the artwork, all the things. And that's how I like doing things in games. Like 100% kind of person. Beat the mantis. Do you know how to get to the wasp queen? Yeah, you just have to sleep. It's too dark. Figure it out. I'm gonna gift you a membership. I don't know if you can gift a specific person a membership or not. Darla, you first have to destroy three or four of the wasp nests. That's the first step. Find one. Not sure if you've seen those or not, but yeah, those. You gotta chop down 3 or 4 of those, and then a cutscene will play, and it'll unlock the Brawny Boy bin, which is how you get to the Wasp Queen. Specifically, so far away. Like right there. That hole is where you end up entering. Sleep is for the weak. Yeah, so you can't actually spawn the Wasp Queen because if you sleep, you're weak. Yeah, if you've done 1 or 2, then you only need another one or 2, and it'll do the cutscene the next day. Play grounded, but I want to sleep. Remember, I have a question. Next TwitchCon, would you be there to meet all the fans? I have no clue. I hadn't even thought of that. We need... I can't do anything Twitch related. I'm not even an affiliate yet. I'm a poser over on Twitch. I need like 7 more followers till I can even consider myself not a complete noob. I'm gonna figure out how I want to do lighting in here. This looks great though. It's better than I was hoping, honestly. There's still some details I want to kind of like iron out in how this looks, but sleep is 1 a.m. Sounds good, Darla. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on the Wasp Queen. But overall, this is looking better than I even thought I was going to, honestly. It's a great little build addition. Very thankful for the person that posted the their build of this in the Grounded Discord. Able to make it my own. It's very fitting for this whole thing. So we got to redo this because I do not like how this all comes together. We can make it way cooler of an entrance. Some of these I kind of want to replicate this more, but it doesn't work on the sides very well, so I don't know. We're heading in the right direction though. Definitely headed in the right direction. Appreciate your vids and insight, great builds and advice. Thanks for making content. Glad you enjoy it, man. Makes me definitely want to continue doing it. That's definitely my main focus, is that I like being able to help people with this stuff. Nice here. Oh, he's over on Twitch. That's what's happening. Yeah, glad you like the content, the builds, Matt. Definitely cannot borrow my YouTube account. Nice try, Crazy. Nice try. Just loving this little thing. I can't stop flying around it because I don't know what else to build now. By that point where I'm like stuck. If we can go work and finish on some of this stuff. Probably gonna do a decent amount of this off stream. Because it's pain. Run away to crazy over there. Hopefully this side there's no yawning. There's definitely gonna be yawning still, don't worry. Tired for some reason. No clue why. I feel like I should be. I'm still gonna stay up for another 2 hours after this. But I'm yawning somehow. Radical random roaches. I think he caught you. Knife. Popped in from YouTube to drop a follow? Yes, let's go. Like 6 more follows. We don't know if there's been follows. Doesn't actually tell me. 48 followers. We need 2 more followers, you guys. 2 more. Tell your mom. Tell your brother. Follow Timber Builds. Get us to affiliate. Then I can give everyone access to emotes. We got some very fun little emotes that I've been working on. And then we can go, they tell everyone to drop their Twitch primes. Twitch with your favorite dragon. I'd much rather have people give Twitch primes than donate. All good with everyone wanting to be members and stuff, but I love the accessibility that primes offer. Since most people have someone, know someone that has Amazon. And then you don't even have to spend any money, you just get to make Jeff Bezos spend money. That's a win. Share that wealth, you know? Twitch also just has like a better streaming experience for the most part. YouTube's like adding little things here and there, but they got a long ways to go to be as good. The issue is that everyone views on YouTube from my content, because they come from my content. So there's very few people, there's like no way to grow Twitch. You have to utilize other social media and stuff to grow your Twitch channel. They don't even hardly have an algorithm that helps you get found, sadly. Well, apparently I won't be doing this off stream. Finish it here in 5 minutes. Just have both open, just mute Twitch because YouTube is a few seconds ahead of me. The power. Double dipping over here. Love it. But like as a viewer, I much prefer Twitch. Just so many cool, weird things you. But I'd lose out on by not streaming on YouTube, I'd lose out on like all the random viewership that I get, which is currently way more important because people are finding me on Twitch. Restream seems to work all right though. But I used to stream on both. A little funky to get used to, but it allows the people that like Twitch to use it, and it works for me. Thought this was gonna take me like an hour for some reason. I'd like postpone doing it. Like, I don't feel like it. Discord stickers? Ooh. Fancy. Oh, you fancy, huh? Yeah, I like that little... It's a small detail, but I like it. Go. Antlion almost saw me. Picture name of speaker? What? I feel like it's probably really obvious, but I'm lost. No comprende. Why does the ant always go under there? The antlion got stuck down there. This is wonderful. Build makes me happy, you know? Like, I was kind of just dreading the temple after a little while. Like, it was just one of those builds that I really wanted to do, but I didn't necessarily love the build as much. It's cool, but it's not as interesting as this. This turned out really fun. And now everybody can come over and go hot tubbing. And it's like COVID, so everyone gets their own hot tub. You're 6 feet and everything. Do aliens not respawn? They do. Just depends on where you are in the build. Like you may have seen a second ago. 2 spawn here, and they just walk around. They're really annoying. 1 spawns in this area. A lot of the times he's stuck under these stairs though. Then the ones that spawn in this area all stay underneath the foundations. The 2 that spawn out here just walk around. 1 typically around here, and the rest just spawn down underneath this. There's a bunch that spawn under this castle as well, because it's all like empty underneath. So the majority of them just completely ignore you, and you never have to deal with them. But there's a handful that I didn't build. I didn't think about how annoying they would be in New Game Plus. New Game Plus wasn't a thing when I started this, so. But the infused ones are extremely annoying. But I've just kind of made them work, dealt with it. I might change the design of some of these areas. Like, I'm thinking of lifting a bunch of this up and hoping they spawn underneath it. But like, I built this in a way I built this in a way that you can go down my little secret passage, and these guys can't see them in the handy-nap mode, but they're stuck down here. So the majority of them don't actually annoy me. There's just a few I didn't really plan for properly. I head to bed soon. Sounds good. Knife, thanks for hanging out, man. No worries. If I reach 1 million subscribers tomorrow, yeah, that totally. Feel free. I don't know either, Jeremy. I wonder the same thing. What the ant doing though? This dude. The heck? Why not? No better reason than why not. Inspiring. Perfect. This all ended up at like the perfect height. Just walk through it, no problem. And you can't walk through this. Ah, this is great. This is working quite well. Yeah. Your sleeves, right? I mean, that's really the reason that would be horrified to give him mod, because I have no control over him. How are you gonna get 1 million subscribers? If I get 1 million subscribers overnight, you can be mod. Yeah, there's one. You can be mod, but if you screw it up and do anything goofy, I'm definitely taking you off mod. Out this way. Oh, I can. All interconnected. Some way, shape, or form. I need to build this whole floor up. That would be smart. See you later, Ant. Stuck now. If I get 1 million subscribers, sure, you can be mod. Overnight. But if you do anything weird, you're instantly banned. You're demodded. Somehow you can manage to get me 1 million subscribers. Then I'm happy to give you one night. Crazy, crazy. That touched? Why does that not touch? Rude. Oh, okay, dead. Yeah, you'd have to be a serious hacker. If I got that many subscribers overnight, I mean, fake or not, we'd be getting some action. So need to screen record that. Would be epic. What part? Huh? Oh, screen record that and then it happens. I eat my words. Technically, it's all recorded, so. Just make a YouTube short. I got 1 million subscribers overnight. And then I'd just go viral off of that. And I'd just be a full-time gaming stream. So it would all work out for everyone, I think. If I took advantage of the growth overnight, found a way to capitalize on it. Very possible. It turned out way better than I thought it was, honestly. Looks great. Like, actually feels like it fits in. The question is, for the next thumbnail, where am I gonna be? This doesn't look bad, actually. Get it like, ooh, that's probably the one. Something like this. Mess with the FOV as well. Time to make 1 million Google accounts. I don't even think you'd have enough time to make 1 million. Because you'd have to eventually like make real or make a bunch of. I don't think it'd take you too long to actually go through and manually subscribe every time. In 24 hours, it'd be tough. Oh yeah. That's the perspective. Somewhere right in here. I wonder, does photo mode work better? $10,000 already? Still not a lot. Ugh. Why is there a loading? Why they gotta do that? Why is there gotta be a render distance in photo mode? That's a bummer. Like, ruins the whole perspective. Dang it. It's all about the shadows. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, I think he'd waste too much time. You have to remember all 10,000 of those. You have to click on each one. Clicking on 1 million of those alone would take a long time. Blueprints. Oh. Got that build done in like 2 days, dude. Of course, there's little things, but pretty much completed this whole thing in 2 days. 2 streams. A little bit more for this whole build, but overall, this is pretty close to done. Overall. Say it one more time. Means we gotta start figuring out the housing districts. Gotta figure out how the heck I'm gonna transition between these 2 heights. Gotta finish laying this stuff out properly, raise the center area, build all the foundations around there. Probably gonna mess with some of that off stream just because my brain, I have to give it 100% effort to think of how I connect and transition all these things. It always messes with my mind. And just building hundreds of foundations is really boring. So I like to blast some music and stuff and just jam out. We'll have to keep adding details like this stuff. Getting more details into these areas. I think I want to redesign these stairs to be cooler too. Maybe it'll just end up with something like this, like in the center. Hoping that maybe making this a little different might trap this antlion in as well. Or trap it in here better which would be really nice. We could also make a secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret tunnel. There's a secret tunnel through the band entrance, this little patio space. Interesting. Who knows? Possibility. Love a good secret tunnel. A lot of the stuff down here is gonna have secret tunnels. This, get over here, jeez. Another build we haven't quite finished. Eventually I gotta build the whole floor down here, below this area, for the secret catacombs. I probably only need to go about this deep, honestly. I don't even think they'll go this deep. Maybe certain parts will, but I gotta stay off the ground so the antlions don't get spawned in. But slowly, we'll get this figured out. This will be a fun little addition. And I'm gonna put piece of candy. And I'm gonna put thousands of spiky burrs in there. That'll be fun. A spiky burr bomb area, just like under the Septa Baylor in Game of Thrones. It's the whole idea behind that building. It was just to put a bomb factory underneath it, essentially. And then maybe try to blow it up, get a video of it, and then reload the save from before. Definitely gonna need some hand railings on this build. Stairs. OSHA will not approve otherwise. Don't know if I want to spend the materials. Topic I'm excited for the next part of Avatar. Same. I am definitely excited for that. I'd thought about doing ash cement. Like, it'd be cool. Switch up the material. But man, is it expensive. Issue with that, I guess, is that it doesn't have to do half walls for the whole thing, and then it gets even more expensive. It's crazy. I like using the little crenulated pieces. I think that's the way to go. Sometimes you gotta work smarter, not harder. Imagine stepping on a leaf and hundreds of baby spiders run out. Ew. Just loving this build. I can't stop looking at it. Loving it. Gonna get some plants in there as well. I feel like these would be good for weed stems. I really wish you could grow weeds. Like one grass, 2 weed stems or something. That would look nice. I like that there's a weed stem in this. That didn't get destroyed. Alright, we got a couple plants to finish. Got lights for all of this. Gotta redo the elevator area. Definitely feel like it's too short. Get way more. Tomorrow's Friday. What? Tomorrow's Thursday. do a double take. Yeah, it still needs to be. For you, I guess, yeah. For me, it's 10 o'clock for me. 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Well, you guys are all in weird time zones, so bleh. Just leave that there. Definitely a more interesting way. Fix all this too by not using triangles. Yeah, there's got to be a more interesting way to enter this thing. 1 a.m. here too? Jeez, y'all are up late. I stay up till 12, but still. Well, with that done, for the most part, we get the lighting done. Mess around with a couple things. Got to figure out this roof. Got some other random builds I got to finish off. But I think we're going to have to start on the workshop here soon. I wasn't expecting this all to be finished this quickly. And it really came together fast. It's all good. Feels good to have it finished. I've really wanted to build this area for a long time. Up for about 4 more hours? Holy cow, I'll be up for another 2 hours. I'm a night owl too, but that's late. Not that much of a night owl. Yeah, so I'm thinking we're gonna have to tear the vast majority of this down, which sucks. There's so much junk. But I want to make some cool tower. And I really want it sort of function as like a shape of this actual base currently. Maybe a smaller scale because it's bigger than it needs to be because I was trying to fit stuff around. So the whole thing will get a little smaller because it's way too big compared to how the rest of the base is scale-wise. It's just fat, squatty. So we'll make a slightly taller tower, maybe up to here somewhere, or halfway. Not quite as tall as this, but somewhere in this, around here, or there, depending on how much space I need. Because I want to make a room. That's what I was trying to do, as I was going to make a chest for every single item in the game. That's like a resource. And I was slowly filling them all up. Little by little. And then once we got a chest of everything, we did it. And I want like a chest of these, a chest of the green, a chest of those, a chest of those, not even combined. I want every single item. Stacked to the brim, baby. Yeah, we did complete the member hall thing. I think I need to add a couple more names to it. But yeah. Can show it off. What should I construct and ground it next? Man. It's a tough one. So I haven't finished the back little area, and I'm still figuring out what I want to do in between here. If I'm going to do anything. But yeah, the inside's all done. Got this little detail figured out. One on each side. Got all this crazy lighting done. Flooring, the roof's all done. We use Ludarev's idea off of his most recent base tour. So this glows at night, but it doesn't during the day. And these are blueprints. I didn't finish them, so they look like light bulbs, but they don't actually emit light. Yeah, then we got all the chests in. All done. I am tempted to build something on the top of this too. There's just a bunch of wasted space in the top of this roof. Have some stuff to build back here still. Yeah, it's almost done. Switching the design up on the back a little bit, just having fun making it a little different than what we did on the front, but I haven't quite finished it yet. And then I have all this dead space that I'm not sure what to do with yet. If I'm gonna do anything with it, I don't know yet. But there's technically quite a bit of room in here. I don't know, and some random stuff that I never unbuilt. So, who knows? If I have an idea, it might get built more. Yeah, I really liked. I accidentally did that. The blueprint thing, just randomly. I think I just started building them, and I just didn't have grub hide at this base. It's all at my other base, and so I had like 10 of them built like this. And I was like, wait a second, I actually really like that. That's a really cool little detail, because they look like light bulbs almost. But this turned out really good. I did want to build like a statue or something in the middle down here, but sculpting is not my cup of tea. And the tools they offer don't really, at small scale, don't really make very good sculptures and stuff. I'm amazed at how integrated that feels to the base now. That's awesome. I really like that. One with the base finally. A pot palace. Coming together though. Do have lots of random little things still that I gotta build out. I think this is one. Never finished it. Ooh, we're gonna run out of mushrooms. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Processing mushrooms all day. Every free minute I have, I guess we'll be processing mushrooms. Be out. What a project. We finally finished the wizard tower, guys. 6 or 7 months later. All because of some hand railings. Much I'm gonna run out right at the end. Oh, crap, I actually am. Oh no. Maybe the last one. Oh, we're so close. Perfect. Love it. I think this is actually all the way done then. We finished another build. Look at that, guys. We're the best. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna spend some time trying to figure out what to do with this workshop. It's got me baffled. I don't really have a good idea for it. I have a couple precedent images, but nothing crazy. I was messing with this, but it's a little chaotic. It doesn't really work like as a functional space. It's just cool. So I'm not sure. It would make a really cool elevator shaft going up the center of it. But for my purposes, it doesn't really work as well as I'd like. So I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do there. But we'll come up with something. As always. I think getting this workshop into like a functional... It works totally fine, but I want it to feel like a part of the base. Yeah, I could make the whole tower just a larger scale of that. massive. But then again, it doesn't really fit like what I'm doing with the rest of the base. So I don't really know. It'd be cool to make something out of it. I just don't know what. Saw a really cool Minecraft build, but it was massive, doing something sort of similar to this like helix effect. But I mean, it would literally need to be bigger than this whole building, which is not gonna work for this build. So scale would get ridiculous to make it a usable space. So it's kind of a cool structure at the moment. So tomorrow I might spend some time just like tossing all of this garbage over here and kind of tearing this down to a starter point, and then we can build from there and see where it goes. Like, I think I need to start from scratch almost to kind of like free my mind up, because currently I just don't know what I'm doing, what I want to do with it. Looking at this shape, it's just like, this doesn't work for me. It's just way too out of scale for what I'd like to do. And I want like all of my weed stems and all that stuff to be like integrated into the build. So I want like levels of different materials. So it's going to be kind of a, like, there might be a lower level with weed stems and grass in that place with pallets, and then like a crafting room, and then the layer above it, like, and then sort of the idea of the functionality of it is that like you'd have sort of an inner chamber, something like this, where you make your crafting area, and then around that is like all chests and functionality, and then maybe the next whole layer up is chests above it, and then there's one chest. It's got to have enough room for one chest for every single item is a big part of the goal. So that's one of the boxes it has to tick, is that it's got to have enough space to function as well, with one chest for every item in the game. Some of them we might not be able to use, but the vast majority of them I want to be able to use. So it's like a fully functioning, very, very efficient base. No one's really asked, but like overall, nothing about this build is currently like a base. It's just fun, just building. 100 resource items, easy. Night, Crazy. Have a good rest of your evening. Yeah, man. Something, part of a bridge, that would work, yeah. Like pillars or something holding the bridge up. That could look pretty cool. But yeah. Since the majority of this base, the sandbox thing, is just flexing build stuff, really at the end of the day, it's really not doing anything functional. I want to make the base itself a really functional base. And currently it works, but it just doesn't have enough room for what I'm trying to do. Needs extra space. No, each item will have its own chest, is what I'm saying. Every single item will get its own chest, so there'll be over 100 chests to organize. It'll be like this times a lot. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4-ish, 5. And we're nearly 100. That's 45 or a little less, actually. 30 something. I mean, we're closing in on 100 chests in here. Not quite, but I don't think it'll be too bad. But the original idea was this for this space, and there just wasn't enough space to do it. So now we're going to do it. We're going to make this space actually function, because that was the whole point. I'm probably going to keep these lower levels. I really like this pathway that goes down and gets me down here. So we're definitely going to have to keep that functionality. Might just change up the design a little bit. Might become a little narrower or something. Slide some of this over as well. This isn't very necessary. This is all going to go away probably because I don't need this extra space. It'll be tighter to the, there's a sandcastle tower part right here. So it might slide all in one space here. And then this probably goes. This doesn't really do anything at that point, so. But yeah, this is where the secret tunnels thing started, yeah. So I was like, I need to get over to the field station faster. So I was like, oh, wait a second. What if we built down here? Because I think I started building over this way. And I was just like, oh, what if I built a quick little route that avoids all the front running through the base and stuff? And then I was like, oh, this works perfect. And since we already have secret tunnels, a handful of them, we got that one, we got this one. Ooh. Don't need that. At least he's not infused. We also have... There. Yeah, those two are annoying. We also have this little tunnel. Get down to this extra space. I wish you could build stuff in these as well. That'd be nice. We can get this milk I forgot about. Then this whole thing will be a network of secret tunnels going all over the place. That's under this guy, isn't it? Something like. That's sort of a plan. What the heck? Oh, he's underneath there. Crap. Ant, get out of there. Run. Hurry. Worst part about the baby ants, that they constantly get attacked. Always wondered if you can place a floor over the floor and build in those no land rights like that. No. You did hit it. Stinky ant. The no land rights starts like at the door, sadly. I haven't seen anyone be able to build inside these things. Like as soon as it touches any of it, it's done. Goes in a little, but I clipped in a little bit, but I don't think it would allow me to go much. I've messed with it before. Alright, I'm pretty much done building for the night. I gotta come up with some new ideas for the next stream. So, I'm gonna call it here. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Appreciate Uzun for the gifted membership on YouTube. Once again, the man. Thank you everyone for hanging out. You guys have a great rest of your evenings, and I should be back tomorrow night. Same time, same place. I'll catch you all then. Peace.